Hey guys, it's day 4 of the morning devotional series, Habits. So today we are looking at the letter I in the word habits. And that stands for investigate and make changes. So let's take a moment, put your thinking caps on. Okay, just hold them for just a second. Okay, so there's a guy named Charles. I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm not going to butcher it. He wrote The Power of Habits, and the idea of a habit loop, and it consists of a cue, a routine, and a reward. Okay? So, this is where your thinking caps come in. Put them on. Imagine this scenario with me. You are sitting on the couch, watching a show. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Hulu. It's actual TV that has commercials. Okay? So you're watching a show, any show you want, and it goes to commercial. And you see a commercial with food. And you're like, okay, you're just thinking this to yourself right now. And then another one comes on of food, and you get up and you go check the fridge, okay? And you grab something that interests you, okay? Then you eat the food, but as you're eating it, it releases positive chemicals into your body. And that was basically the habit loop. Okay, so without our imagination caps, the cue of the scenario was sitting down, seeing a commercial with food. The routine was getting up and going to get something to eat, and the reward is the body releasing those positive chemicals. So when we're breaking an old habit or trying to form a new one, we're likely to run into some serious struggles along the way. And I can testify that with personal experience. And sometimes that struggle has to do with the habit loop. If you're the person who's breaking the habit of eating stuff before they go to bed, you'll want to make sure you're discovering what your cue really is. So maybe it's not the food commercial, but it's the act of watching a show and being there with your friends, or any other things might have triggered you. You'll also want to think about your routine. Do you just check the fridge because you're bored, or because it's your ritual, or because you are truly hungry? So, is it the food, or is it the act of sharing food with company that you enjoy? Maybe you're just nervous when other people are around, and maybe you eat and watch shows and you're trying to avoid a conversation or anything like that. So when we feel like we just can't take a break out of our habit loop, just stop, investigate why you're doing what you're doing, and then make the changes that are necessary. The habit loop is for making good habits as we develop positive cues, healthy routines, and the correct rewards. So the thing about making or breaking a habit loop is this right here. There's always a way, but how do we know that? It's in 1 Corinthians 10:13, and it says, the Apostle Paul tells us God is faithful. He will not let us be tempted beyond what we can bear. But when we are tempted, he will also provide a way out so we can endure it. So let's investigate, make changes, rely on God, and ask people for help, and keep taking the next steps as he guides us forward. That's all that I have for you today. So I'll see you next time. Bye.